Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good eve. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Look ahead lines on a Wednesday night, week 14. We're going to look at some NFL action. I was going to do a little midday money at like 5. I'm like, let me just roll out look ahead lines instead. So there is that. There's that. We'll jump right into all the games for next week. Gio's in the house, my guy. Money on our kills here on a Wednesday night. Good to see you, fellas. Good to see you. This is week 14. We already did this weekend coming up. We did the Thanksgiving Day games. We did that Sunday. So you can go for what is a piece of lint down here? What's going on? You can go find the old the Look Headline Show, iHeartRadio podcast after the fact. Go for Look Headlines. You get this week's games for Thanksgiving and the weekend. But we are ahead. This is next week. This is next week. All right. December the 4th, a full week out. Opening line report. Here we go. I've made nothing here. That's a lie. I do have one bet on this game. Out of all this one here, I got a 52.5 I found. But other than that, nothing so far for this week. Sometimes you can come in and find a little something. I think it's December. The lines are going to be a little tougher. We'll see. Like this week, NFL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 NFL games. Like this week. Week 14, we'll see how we do here. Let's start it up here Thursday night. That's December 4th. Monday. It's a new month on Monday, by the way. So the Cowboys and the Lions. Both guys will be nice. They get the rest, right? Detroit's playing at noon. Cowboys got the dinner game. What do we got going on here? Honestly, here comes the 5.5. They don't want to lay. They don't want that 6.5 out there to magically get to 7 with money on the Lions. They don't want to put it down at a 4.5 because people bet Detroit at that number. Honestly, on the first take of this one here, I would lean towards Dallas, right? Because you're thinking Detroit's going to exploit the defense. I don't know. I think the Cowboys' defense has improved the last couple of weeks. I guess Arizona gave up some points. Not a lot. The Raider game, the Raiders. Philly scoreless last week. Now, they do have, let's be honest. If you think both of these teams are going to win, this will probably tick up a little bit. It might go to 6, depending on how Green Bay and the Lions go. If Lions win big, it's going to go up. Dallas loses, this definitely is going up. And what is the more likely scenario? Cowboys as a dog losing. I would think just again, like I said, there was a 52.5 out there. I can get behind that just based on the Cowboy defense. I don't think it's that good, even though they had a couple good games. Raiders are bad. The Eagles, you could say they scored 21 first half, but how about the 2 games prior? They even scored 21 points combined, or whatever they scored. I would actually lean to the over here. So that way, again, 5.5, these numbers, not interested. Sunday, December 7th, first game in a rotation, 121-122. The Vikings. Are you kidding? I did this like 2-3 hours ago. There's 1.5 now. And I was going to tell you to take Washington. I'd be much more comfortable taking Mariota as a veteran than taking J.J. McCarthy if he even plays. Whoever plays for the Vikings, they're a mess. They're terrible. They're terrible. And look at this total. 43.5 with these offenses. But tell me, I don't know what I'm missing here. If this was 41, I'd go under the total. 43.5. Come on. Minnesota. 23-6, 19-17, 21-17. That would have went over. Detroit game 27-24. That was a rarity. 37-10. Yes, again, 10 points. Philly game different. I'm looking at the under. I might take the under 43.5 here. I don't see where this one's going over. Even Washington, 13, 22, 14, 7, 22, 24. They don't score a lot. You take Washington here now. And you could probably get a 2.5 somewhere. Shop around. There's a 2.5 out here. I think coming out of their bye week here on Sunday night, you're gonna watch Sunday night. They're playing Denver. Say they knock off Denver. They're going off as a favorite in this game. And you might think that's crazy, right? They're really a whatever underdog they are here to Denver on Sunday night, 6 points, 5.5, whatever it is. Yeah, I will think Washington wins on Sunday night, or maybe lose on a late field goal, something close. Give me Washington here. And honestly, it would be a money line play. I'm not taking Washington thinking, you know what? Give me that 2.5 so they win by 1. No. I'm taking Washington plus the 120. Here we go. DraftKings, 2.5 minus 105. It'll be a pick. I'm going to add it. Oh, excuse me for yawning. A lot of running around today with Thanksgiving tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving early, by the way. Let's we're making it. I'm going to put it right out here so people can see it. Let's go. We're going Washington plus 2.5 and the under. We'll do both. Washington and the under. There you go. First one for the show here. Well, we're 2 games in. First Sunday game, we already got a pick. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Gio, with the holidays, thank you. I'm going to wait until March Madness to bet. There you go. Markel's taking time off already from basketball. You like the midday money shirts? I had a little bonfire or whatever kind of crap that is. Where was it? I don't know if it's still out there with the shirts. I tried to connect it to the YouTube channel for the midday money shirts, so people could just order them. Where you been? I'm here every day. Every single day I do a video. Lions on Thursday night, minus the 5.5, says Mr. Weskers. Mr. Weskers against me. He likes Minnesota. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes. You also. Baba Ganoush. Hey, Baba Ganoush, what are you watching? A little Wedding Crashers? Game number 2 here. Sunday action. Miami minus a 3. 41.5 against the New York Jets. Call me crazy. You know what I'm going to say here. I want to maybe look at taking the Jets here as a little home dog. They'll be off a little bye week there. They're still looking to kind of win. Players got stuff to prove on this team. Coach, you think this dude wants to be a 2-win team? How about we look at an over in this game if we're doing anything? 41.5 is low. I talk about those 40.5s. You get accidentally find these totals. And Miami, as I said in the past when we've taken Miami, right? 16-13 in across the sea. Throw that one out. 30 points versus the Bills. He lost to the Ravens. 34-10 Falcons. 31-6 Cleveland in the crazy rain. 29-2017, 29-27, 27-24, 27-21, 31-21, 33-27. They put up crooked numbers. And they lost with crooked numbers. And Tua tackling a turnover, living up to his name. You can't turn the ball over to the Jets here. Jets weren't that bad versus the Falcons. Oh no, wait, Jets are not. I thought the Jets were on a bye week. They're actually playing Atlanta this week. Pardon I misspoke. We definitely don't want to do that. But Tua's got 13 interceptions. I don't even know who's quarterback for the Jets. I don't even think it even matters. Yeah, I like the Jets as a dog. I like the over. I think they score points. And a week and a half from now, it's freaking New Jersey. You could have 10 inches of rain. You could have 10 inches of snow. It could be 75. Who the hell knows what to do? I think points are going to be here with these two teams, whether through short field to turnovers or the fact that they're going to score points, the scoring points. Again, 41.5, you could trip over yourself and get to this number. Forget about it. Titans and the Browns. 3.5, 34.5 here. I do like the Titans. I have the Titans again this week. I've had them last couple weeks. Really like them this week. I don't know if 3.5 is enough for me to get there with them, though, in this spot. I know people are going to be all hyped up. Oh, it's Sanders. 34.5 total. Where's my guy? I need Ross and Mark and I need to go to the database here with this one. This last NFL total, 34.5. And I've said before, you get the lowest total, highest total, you just go either way. Don't be scared of it. I can. Man, they're just begging me to take this over. I mean, you think it's going to be, what, 7-3? 34.5. My goodness. No variation anywhere. Straight 3.5, 34.5 out there. Well, Superbook's got a 34. I don't know. We got a 4 at Heritage. You know what? You know what's going on with these two teams.
Stop it. Get some help.
Please do if you want to bet the Titans and the Browns. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Eesh. Yuck. Gary had the Boston Bruins 3 times. You bet the Bruins 3 times. I guess they're in game and going crazy. 2 and double, yeah. 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. If you decide to make those shirts, I'm buying one. I got to figure out how to get them posted. I'll let you know, Marco. Maybe at Christmas. Maybe open up a Christmas shop. We'll have the midday money. We'll do like this, so we can have the one with the top part. Maybe I throw the llama. Do a llama shirt. Weskers likes the Titans against Cleveland money line. Hey, well, I'm going to say no to a dog. I'm not going to do that. DraftKings, a plus 4.5, plus 180 if you're interested. Would that be something you'd be interested in, Bob? Little entourage? We could do a little entourage show. Another game here, the Steelers and the Ravens. 6.5, 47.5. I would be inclined to take the Ravens. I'm a Lamar guy. T Money will tell you this, even though he thinks Josh Allen's better. The holdup for me not taking this right now at 6.5, because it's 6.5. It looks way easy. That Ravens by a touchdown. Lamar versus Aaron Rodgers. I wish this was 7.5 so I could take the Ravens. And you flash it. Listen, they come out here and they have a close game versus the Bengals. Does this line move down a little bit? Take the Ravens now. They lose, it's going up. They win, it's going up. They win in a blowout, it's going up. Plus, they get a little extra hangout time. Pittsburgh's playing Buffalo. I mean, talk about a spot for Pitt. Is Pitt going to be like, you know what? We got a bigger division game on deck. We can lose this game to Buffalo. You can't lose this game to Buffalo. They're 7-4. You're 6-5. They're going to be all gas, no brake, balls to the wall. This is a Raven. You know what? I got to write this down. I'm adding these because I'm adding these games to the schedule next week. We got Washington under. Going to add BLT minus 6.5. Got Buffalo and then freaking the Ravens next. Are you kidding me? Come on. Seattle and the Falcons. Oh, man, Seattle's a good team. This week we're going to roll with Seattle at a 7.5, a nice number for sure, because it has gone up a bit. It has gone up just a tad to a 11.5, 12 spot here. But on the road, back-to-back roadies, do I feel comfortable laying a touchdown plus? I would lean Falcons, right? But who the hell's quarterbacking for Atlanta? Number one. Number two, it's 7.5. I love my 7.5s. This is a Seattle route play. Better defense. And let's be honest, as a 13-point fave this week, right? Look at the variance on this. They're home laying 11.5 at FanDuel, 12.5 Circa, 13 at Penny. Superbook's got it at 12, 10 at ESPN Bet. So you're going from Seattle in a big win fashion, right? They're laying 10, 12, 13, whatever it is. They win this week over Minnesota, 37-9. You don't think it's going to go up to like 9 with a backup quarterback for the Falcons going? Kirk Cousins. Falcons, they're taking over the South. They're taking Tampa Bay. People, they got 3 wins. Excuse me. They're 4-7. Apologies. Where are we at here? Gary's hot diggity dogging it. Tom will be gone soon, probably his last year. Mr. Whiskers likes Seattle as well, 7.5. I might take Seattle because they're in a spot, right? A route, the line goes up. They lose, the sky's falling. They're 8-4. They got the same record as the Niners, or maybe maybe the Niners. Did the Niners play this week? I don't know. I'm ahead of the curve here. Yeah, they got the Browns. So they got the same record, and then it's they might not make the playoffs. The line's going up. Take them now. Seattle, 7.5. Pen is out. Seattle. Colts and the Jaguars. I told you I'm fading the Jags this week, right? We don't want the Jaguars. I told you that already. Playing Tennessee, we took the Titans. Colts coming in here as a favorite. On the road, 3-point favorite. If you don't like Daniel Jones, I understand. Do you trust him here? And again, this is, as of today, not counting the Thanksgiving and the weekend ahead. They are 8-3. The Jags are 7-4. Jags are favored this week by a touchdown. They could very well have the same record, and the road team is favored. That is all I need to see. That is all I need to see. Am I going to get to the window on this one? I don't know yet. All I know is that the Jaguars this week against Tennessee is nowhere I want to be any part of this team. Saints in Tampa. Here's another one. You got a Baker maybe sighting this week. All right, he's questionable. We already took Arizona. We got a nice 6.5 on Arizona here with the line down to 2 with Baker's shoulder problem. Is he going to be back? I don't know. Bring him back for what? To go 8-8 and lose in the first round of the playoffs? Get healthy. How many guys are hurt on the team? Why let them play? Now the Saints, new coach, new QB, they got something to play for. You don't give me 8.5 with the Saints? Baker, no Baker, I'm probably going to be leaning to the Saints here. Probably leaning to the Saints. That's what we got to keep a little eye on there. $7.5 at the Superbook, by the way. Your last 1:00 game are the Bengals and the Bills. So as I said, we got the Bills coming off Pittsburgh. And since he's going to be with extra rest time, could come in handy for Burrow. First game back, maybe he's rusty. Maybe he's a little sharp. Maybe he's just so-so and they get a cover, whatever, they lose. This is an over. 53.5 here. Burrow or no Burrow? I mean, obviously he's playing. So unless he gets hurt again, I'd expect him to be on the field here. Do I got to go through the Bills overratedness? They're 7-4. 40 points to the Ravens. 21 Miami. 19 to the Saints when the Saints were bad. Lost to the Patriots. Lost to the Falcons. 28-21 game KC they got to win. Lost to the Dolphins, giving up 30. 44-32 versus Tampa Bay. And last week, Thursday night, 23-19. Over. And again, I sidewise, I'd say I'd lean Cincy, but I'm not interested. Total only. Let's not compare Seattle to the Niners. Why not? They're a game apart. Jags game of push. Yeah, I mean, I would lean a little Colts, I guess, there. Jags kind of play just because Trevor Lawrence, to me, I don't know. I get home dog. You want to? I don't know. I think the Colts are the better coach team. Like the radio man saying, Bruins don't fear the Islanders. Well, I mean, if you said it, good. Is anybody listening to Islander hockey? Baker knows he doesn't play for no future. He'll play if he can. I mean, there's always next year. You're going to play here and get hurt? Why? I get it. I get he's a gamer. Let's be a gamer to a 500 team. Michael B. Mr. Westers likes the Bills minus the 7. Have a great night. Auburn, Colorado State, Wichita State, Kansas. Nice one there. I'm not doing too bad. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 3 for myself. See how we do the rest of the night. I got the Zags and I got under Baylor pending. 52.5. Like we said, I'm going to lose Gonzaga money line. Michigan is a wagon. Yeah, I took, stupid. I was like, boy, I got to take Gonzaga. I didn't realize Michigan was this good. They are. I mean, 38-19. It's not even close. Colorado State for Gary today as well. Let's move on to the 4 o'clock action. Denver, 8-point favorites over the Raiders. Yeah, why wouldn't they be 8-point favorites over the Raiders? Raiders are absolute garbage. Do I want to lay 8 in a back-to-back? They're playing Sunday night in Washington. Cross country to Vegas. Maybe there's a Kenny Pickett sighting. I don't want to get involved in this game. Bears 6.5 to the Packers. You want to give me the Bears in 6.5? I'll take it. And not do I think the Bears are going to win. I keep saying I got my Bears under 8.5. I'm praying for a miracle here that they lose out the rest of the year. Green Bay, I don't think should be 6.5-point favorite over a lot of teams. I'll say be a favorite over nobody. Maybe they should be a favorite over the Jets or the Jets or Saints. Packers, you want like 6.5 right here? With what you've seen out of this team? Again, the 6.5 do scare me. Because if you like the favorite, you're thinking, oh, no way. Just got to win by field goal. Give me the Bears here, 6.5. I'm in. Sign me up. More 4 o'clock action. The Rams and Arizona. Here's another spot. LA comes in a 9.5-point favorite. Excuse me, 8.5-point favorite here on the road again. I mean, they're a 10-point favorite in Carolina. Now they're laying this number in Arizona. I want to lean Arizona. Hang tough. Dude, QB, he keeps him in games. He keeps you in the game. Like we said, I got Gonzaga last night +1. Yeah, that's what I got. I got a +1.5. It is what it is. AAA Arizona. I'm not saying they're a good team, but can they cover? That's what we're talking about here. Kind of want to grab San Diego State in the late game. Had them last night. I think they're better than Baylor. My move would suggest San Diego State's right side. Well, I'm just pulling for it under there. I've already lost. I'm going to chalk up the loss here with Gonzaga as a loss. I have a 152.5 here on this total. I see like 148.5 out there, so we'll see how it goes. Sunday nighter, here we go. 8:20 start. The Texans and the Chiefs. I'd be lying if I didn't say I want to take the Texans here. Chiefs just got to win by a touchdown. It's printing money. I'm sure people will say that. I lean to the dog. Haven't played it, but 5.5, I got lean dog. Monday nighter, Eagles and the Chargers. Philly, you're going to play Friday against the Bears. You better deliver. 24-0 to get outscored in the second half. Not a good look. your 2 games prior to that, definitely not good looks. I mean, bad. 10-7, 16-9. 36 points total. But here we go. You got a Charger team that's people are calling to win, right? They think they're spunky. They like their oatmeal lumpy. They're sick with this, the Chargers. Looks a little easy to take LA here at home. I'm just saying. Oh, look at this. You just buy it up to 3. It's the Chargers. I don't know. Just the way Philly was the last 2 weeks and then to just not show up in the second half. We're going to know for sure what Philly thinks of their coach on Friday. We're going to know whether they like him or not to be around. Westers likes the Chargers. It's crazy that I like the Texans. Give me some Davis Mills. Sure. Half a unit on Arizona. I think you take Arizona. I said that. I think it's worth a shot. Again, what? 6.5 here? Where is it at here? Arizona versus Tampa. No, Arizona's got the Rams. 8.5. Worth a shot. Westers likes the Chargers. I worry about the Chargers line versus the Eagles D line. Eagle guys are probably back if we're seeing them as a favorite in this one. Right? Want to take the Eagles on the money line. Lay that 140. It's not too bad. Could be worse. Could be like a 180. Take the 140 now. Because really, you beat the Bears, the line's going up. You lose to the Bears, the line is going up. It's going to be the way for Philly. Going to be the way. I was looking for a spot to fade Michigan off this tournament. They got Rutgers at home. I don't know if it was there at the rack. Let's see. We'll see where this game is, and then we'll put a bow on it so I can get started on college basketball for tomorrow. Where is Michigan? It is a home game, Michigan. Home is where I want to be. There you go. That is your look headline look for week 14. Again, games I like here. Washington, under Washington. Baltimore, Seattle, Bills over, Chicago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 79 Ladybug, come to the Ladybug Picnics. There you go. 6 free picks for week 14. That's how we roll. After the fact, YouTube's great. iHeartRadio, podcast form. Type in Look Headlines or Midday Money. I'll bring you to the most recent episode. Boom. We're out of here. Wait, we got 2 comments. Home in the Meadow, Debbie Reynolds. Mr. Weskers is old. Debbie Reynolds. No, Burt Reynolds. I'm out of here. Back tomorrow for Midday Money. For Thanksgiving, I'll be here. Hope you are too. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.